All right, so now we're going to talk about how do we graph using the slope-intercept form. Like, how does that even happen? Well, first off, we need to talk about like how can we use slope on a graph. And so we remember that slope represents our rise over a run of a line. So if we remember that for a positive slope, we would go either up and right, because those are both positive moves, or down and left. Now, why down and left? Because that's a negative negative, and two negatives make a positive. So then for a negative slope, we just need one negative move, one positive move, and so we can go up and left, or my favorite, which is down and right. Those are the type of moves that we can make that are going to be negative or positive. And then I'm going to box my favorite ones to use. So when we're working positive, I like to go up and right. And when we're working negative, I like to go down and right. Because the negative makes me think to go down, and then I just always like to go to the right. And so it's just easier for me to remember. But I use the other ones if I don't have room, using the ones I prefer to use. So, example, graph the equation y equals 4/3 x minus 1. Now, in your work, I want you to put what m equals and what b equals. That's your work. All right? So, m equals for this equation 4/3. B equals -1, because remember the sign goes with it. So what that means is I'm going to start at a -1 on the y-intercept, or that point 0, -1. So that's where I'm going. Y-intercept -1, that's where my first point goes. From there, I have a positive slope, so I'm going to go up 4 and right 3. So up 1, 2, 3, 4, right 1, 2, 3. Now, on the Math Excel, you plot this point and you plot that point, and you just make sure that you have the line tool on and it draws your line for you. The more that I have, I like to go at least 3 points when I'm drawing it by hand. So I'm going to do this one doing the opposite way. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then left 1, 2, 3. And so, there is my third point. And then to the best of my ability, which may not be as great on my trackpad, but I draw a straight line through those points. All right, next equation. Again, my work in my notebook, I put m, I put b, and what they equal. So m is a -1/4, b is a -5. And so if I need it, that's the point 0, -5. So 0, -5, there's my first point. Now, negative means one negative move, one positive move. So I'm going to go down 1 and then right 4. That's what I'm going to do. So down 1, right 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do that again, down 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if I wanted to go the opposite direction, then the opposite of down is up 1 and then left 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how we can graph some points. And then from there, we add our line. Again, in Math Excel, you pick the line tool, you graph at your y-intercept, and then you count your slope and put your next dot down, or point. All right, so now we're going to graph the equation y equals 6x plus 7. So I want my m, I want my b. My m is 6, my b is 7. So I'm going to have a point at 0, 7. So I'm going to come up here to 7. Doop. And then 6 is a whole number. It's not a fraction. So how do I know what my slope is? We're going to rewrite it as 6/1 so that I know this is up 6 and right 1. And then I'm going to come over here and, oh no, 1, 2, 3, and I'm out of graph space. So this is where we would have to use the down and left to keep it on my graph. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and over 1, left 1, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and left 1 again. And because this is so steep, I am most likely not going to draw it very straight as I snake around everywhere. But we would draw our line, or attempt to draw our line through these points. Yours will be much better than mine obviously are. But we've graphed the points, draw a line through them. And that's all I've got for graphing using slope-intercept form. So until next time, 8th graders, keep being you.